Yo, what is going on, guys? Matthew V. Haynes here, aka the Clockmaster. We got some amazing news today concerning Titans, guys. We got the first exclusive look at Hawk and Dove. And before we get into discussing about Hawk and Dove, guys, make sure to please subscribe for more videos like this. I'm trying to do as much of these updates as I can whenever I have the opportunity to do so. I have not done one for Dick Grayson as Robin, so I'll just talk about it quickly here. So far, we have 3 looks. We have a look at 3 characters that will be in Titans, and then we still have the others that have to be shown to us. About a few weeks back, we got this image of Brenton Thwaites, sorry about that, as Dick Grayson, and we see him in his Robin costume. So I would guess that this is before his time at Bloodhaven, maybe. We might see a little bit about that because we don't see him sporting his Nightwing costume. We do see him sporting his Robin costume, which can offer us maybe either some, like, I guess, flashback sequences, or maybe even just seeing him starting out, or probably him now leaving Batman, leaving working with him, and now trying to figure out his own thing, because at one, in the comic books, he did leave Batman, went to Bloodhaven, did his own thing, went back to his hometown, did his own thing, when he was a cop and fought crime, was a detective, and he kind of grew into, because eventually, for the goal for Dick Grayson is to eventually maybe be a Batman. It's kind of working his way up, but I'm actually really satisfied with how this costume looks. This costume I really do enjoy. People really did not like the casting decision when it was announced a few months ago, but I didn't have an issue with that. But now we're here to talk about Hawk and Dove. So if you guys do not know much about Hawk and Dove, essentially before he partnered up with Don Granger, it was actually Hank and Don Hall. They were brothers, and it depends on what story you're reading. They got their powers from the Lords of Order and Chaos. I believe I'm saying that right. There's that version, and there's also another version of the story where both Hank and Don, I think their father was about to get murdered, and they wished for Ares, and they wished for the God of War, or they wished to have powers, and then the God of War and the God of Peace, and someone gave them their powers. So Hank Hall, who becomes Hawk, was more of the aggressive type and more of the broody and just, trigger happy, would say fist happy, and just ready to get in the fights. And Dove was more of the peaceful, more rational, more passive person of the duo, and the both of them formed an interesting duo that was, they clashed with each other all the time, but it would also make a really nice balance. The relationship very similar to Cloak and Dagger from Marvel. Cloak is all dark and broody, and Dagger is the light, and both of them have to be with each other to even each other out. They're nothing without each other. So it's essentially sort of like this. Like I said, Hawk, because of his new powers and everything, he's more aggressive, he's more angry, he's more this, and he's strong. So both of them have super strength, super agility, but is the difference that really makes them the thing that makes them really different is just their attitude. Eventually in the comic books, during the Crisis on Infinite Earth events, Don actually passed away. Don actually died, and Hawk moved over to the Titans and tried to fight with them for a little bit, but then they realized he was pretty much unstable to fight with them because of his anger issues and how angry he would be and just his irrational approach to things. So depending on the version you're reading, either the gods or the Lords of Order and Chaos, they made a new Dove, and that's where Dawn Granger comes in. So she comes in and she pretty much takes the place of Hank's brother. All right, so let's talk about the costumes first of all for a second. So I actually don't hate it, but I don't really love it. I like Hawk a lot more. I actually do like that they actually gave him like his little wings part in the back, which is pretty cool. Whether or not it's actually functional, will it actually work in the series? We'll just have to wait and see if it actually works. But it looks cool. I like how Hawk looks. He looks dope. He looks like a comic book accurate Hawk. Dove, however, I like the costume. I like the eyepiece, and I like the rest of the costume. I just don't like how it looks on her. If you get what I'm trying to say, like, I'm not too much feeling that head area. It looks a little weird. It just looks a little weird to me. Obviously, it's very similar to the comic books, which is actually really cool. They actually went this approach and tried to give the big eyepiece that actually goes over Dove's face. But it's just, I don't know, for some reason, it just looks awkward to me. The rest of the costume looks great, actually. The rest of the costume actually looks pretty cool because it's not as light blue as I would want it to be, because Dove has more of a light blue. This kind of has more of a rustic look to it. I don't mind the rustic look for Hawk because he's supposed to be the aggressive one, but for Dove, I actually would prefer a more lighter, just a more lighter tone with the costume. It's just a nitpicky issue, to be honest with you, but I'm just calling out what I don't like. But overall, I think that both of them look great, except just for that eyepiece over Dove. It just looks a little weird to me. It just looks... I don't like how it looks on her. It just looks weird. It looks like she has like 5 eyes. I don't even know if I'm making any sense, man. But yeah, so they look pretty okay. They look pretty cool, and I'm actually excited to see. I think they're gonna save Starfire for last. That's what everyone wants to see. Everyone wants to see what Starfire is going to look like. I think they're not going. I'm not going to have an issue with Beast Boy. I think Raven. Her costume's easiest to do. Just put a cloak over her and some gothic makeup, and she's pretty much good to go. But Starfire is the one I think they're going to save her for last. I don't know. I think she's the one that everyone's going to be really concerned with. Like, is Starfire going to look the way? Especially Anna Diop. I made a whole video about this, a whole rant actually, about a few months ago or so, just discussing this subject about her being black, and everyone's upset about the casting choice with her being black. So if you want to see that video, that's going to be it either might be either on this recommended or somewhere in the description box or something like that. Check it out if you want to see my rant about it. But I want to see how she comes out. I hopefully they do her good. Here's my issues, guys. I'll be honest with you. Like I said this, if they make Starfire without giving her orangey type skin, and they leave her with her regular skin how she looks normally, Anna Diop, I'm gonna be upset about that because Starfire is supposed to be an alien, and I'm not gonna talk about it too much in this video, but Starfire is supposed to be an alien, and she's supposed to have this orangey exotic type of look to her. So that is major. That is a major importance for the character. It doesn't matter who's underneath the costume. It just has to be. She has to look like Starfire. That's all that matters to me. So I'm excited but afraid to see what they do for the official look of Starfire. We just gotta wait and see. Beast Boy, I think he's gonna be okay. I think he's gonna be fine. He already looks like Beast Boy, so I'm cool to go with that. Anyways, man, you guys let me know in the comment section what you guys think about Hawk and Dove, what you think they look like. If you like their costumes, let me know in the comment section down below. Like I said, I think it looks okay. Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm excited for Titans. I think it might be better than the CW shows, and I think it might be better than a lot of what they've been releasing the DCEU so far. We'll just have to wait for a trailer and see how it actually plays out. Hopefully production value is there, and hopefully it actually looks really good. I think I heard somewhere about the Greg Berlanti's people working on this project, which kind of concerns me, but also makes me know that it's going to be okay. I think Jeff Johns is actually more active in this series than anything else. So once Jeff Johns is active in this, I'm cool to go. And I have all faith in him. Anyway, man, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Clockmaster, out.